Hello viewers, this is the Garrett, and today we are coming at you from my garage in World of Tanks. So this is a game I've talked about many times before, and I just really enjoy it, and I tried to make a video a little while ago but failed miserably. I mean, I just did awful, so I kind of wrote it off for a little bit, but I play it so much I thought I'd give it another try and see if I can not embarrass myself in front of you guys for once. So we're gonna go ahead and hop in here with one of my premium tanks. It's the AT-15A. It's a pretty beefy tank. It's got great hull armor, especially in the front, 228, 152, 101, which is pretty good for a tier 7 tank destroyer from what I've experienced so far, at least. Really great rate of fire for this gun. It's got, I believe it has a 90 mil gun. It's a 17 pounder. 17 pounder, my mistake. 17 pounder gun, but it does pretty good damage, and it's just got a great rate of fire, good hit points, really good front armor. Now, it doesn't have a turret. That's probably the biggest turnoff a lot of people have about this tank, is that it doesn't have turrets, but don't let that stop you. It's got great firepower, and this armor has bounced so many shots. I've even bounced artillery with this guy. I've gotten hit like right about there on that spot and just bounced artillery shots, and it's very, very resistant to enemy fire. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into a battle here and see how we do. See if I can not embarrass myself today. So we'll see here. And I have a different username in this game than the Garrett. I made this World of Tank account quite a while ago, before I started making a channel, I didn't want to start my garage over. I had already put a fair amount of time and money into it, so I just figured I'd keep it and hope that you guys understand. You guys are so understanding. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and see where everybody else goes and try to cover the flank that needs us the most. One issue that I have in this game is I tend to be a little too aggressive sometimes. Tend to get that tunnel vision and start pushing ahead a little bit too much on. This guy's having a little bit of fun with us. Hopefully he's not going to be too much of a pest. But I think we're going to go this way, because they've got a fair amount of heavies going that way. A couple undecideds, it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and go on this flank and cover the bridge. Looks like that's what most of the tank destroyers are going to be doing, is just covering that bridge. So I might try to set up in a spot where I will not be too exposed, but I will hopefully be able to see a lot of them as they're coming. So I'm going to try to get on this left side of the railroad here, and because they like to kind of hide on the left side of the railroad and get a little bit of cover, but if we get over there and pin them down, it'll make that kind of pointless. But for any of you who have not tried this and are watching this, not tried this game and you're watching this video, you really, really need to give it a try. I mean, if you're open to different types of games, if you're not just one of those people who only plays Call of Duty and or only plays Battlefield, or even if you are and you just want to try something new, this is a great game. I really can't recommend it enough. My friend and I play together at least once a day, and I just enjoy the heck out of it. So I highly recommend this game. It's very addicting. It gets a little bit grindy as you go on. It gets very, very difficult to get enough experience and in-game, or well, not in-game currency. I'm kind of blanking on the terminology here. So there's basically gold, which you can get by using real money. You can get gold by using your credit card and paying real money, and you'll get gold, which you can use to buy extra garage spaces, or you can use to buy what they call premium tanks, and I'll kind of get on those in a second. But essentially you have in-game credits, they call them, and that's the in-game money that you earn just for playing the game. And that's what you use to buy your tanks. But first, you have to use experience, which you also gain based on your performance per match. You use your experience to research tanks and unlock them in a tech tree. And after you've researched them, you can purchase them with the in-game credits, which is different from the in-game gold, which can be used to buy extra garage slots or used to buy premium tanks like this one that I'm driving right here. It's a premium tank, so the only way you can get it is if you pay for it. Now, some people don't like that the only way you can get these guys is if you pay for them. I really don't have too big of an issue with it. I'm not going to really get into it too much. I enjoy it. I think it's fine. They're not crazily overpowered. They just give you some bonuses when it comes to earning in-game credits and in-game experience, which you can use to unlock the rest of the tanks. And they have so many tanks. There are so many tanks. And see, I'm playing the hero here, and I'm alone on this flank, which is probably not the best idea. So I'm actually going to back up, and I'm going to go back to the base and protect the arty. I am going to do the opposite of what I typically do and try to be good and not die right away. Because especially when I play alone and I don't have my buddy to kind of remind me, hey, you're getting kind of lonely out there, I get that tunnel vision and see, oh, please let me turn around. See, that's the one fallback to this tank, is that it's very slow. And it doesn't have a turret, so you have to turn your tank all the way around. Okay, so let's try to get this guy. Oh, we already got him. So we're gonna go back and try to assist our artillery, make sure that he is safe. Because it's very important to keep your artillery alive in this game. They can shoot all the way across the map, and they can reach out and touch people anywhere on the map. So they're a very, very important, vital part to this game. As you can see, some people are not liking our arty. Likely just took them out. So, I know I said I was going to go back and protect the arty, but there's only 3 of them left, and some of them are heavies. In fact, I think they might all be heavies, and we are only force comprised of mediums right now, and they're getting punished. So I'm going to go ahead and try to move up and support. And hopefully spot targets for the arty to take out. And it's a pretty tight match right now. It's 3-on-3. And maybe we can hold them off long enough for our heavy, the T-29, to go cap. So that's what I think my plan is going to be. So I think the arty and the heavy are going to go cap, and I'm going to try to hold them off and make sure that they do not cap our base. So you can win 2 ways. You can win in this mode. You can win by either eliminating the entire enemy team or by capturing their base. As you can see in I just tried to go to the map, but I didn't press control. So as you can see here, this is our base and this is their base. So if they come and try to capture our base, they can win it. But if we capture theirs first, so now they're gonna try to go and do what's called a reset, and essentially what that is if they shoot any of our guys that are in the base at the moment, they will reset that counter up there. can see I lost him. I was trying to get some blind shots. This is kind of dicey. I'm kind of leaving that flank open, but I'm trying to make it so that they don't get anywhere where they can reset our... See, they just reset. So I'm going to try to assist our team and get rid of the threats, but it's going to be a little tough. He's almost gone. Someone just needs to breathe on him and he'll be gone. Ah. So let's see, there's a Churchill. Our buddies are saying there's a Churchill in there, and I'm going to take the help, take the advice if I can. Although if I can get rid of that church, alright, that's it. We eliminated their enemy team, so we got it. That is World of Tanks. That is a round of World of Tanks. So we got a sniper achievement and a sharpshooter. We did fairly well. We survived the round. Killed the enemy and did some damage on some others, so not bad. And we got, see, so here's the game currency I was talking about. So you can get credits for each game you play, and this is boosted a fair amount if you win, and especially if you survive, you get more credits, and it can break down into this detailed report. So you get credits for doing damage, for destroying vehicles, for capturing enemy points, and for not having to repair your tank. Repairing your tank and resupplying it, I'll show you in a sec, takes some of your credits away. So it takes away some of your income. And experience is a very vital part. That's probably the most vital part. So let's go ahead and see here. I'm going to take a breath real quick and try to enlighten you, for those of you who have not played this game, how it works. So here is a tech tree, and there's American, British, German, French, Russian, and Chinese, which is the newest one, and I'm not really doing much with that. So as you can see here, you start with these starting tanks, these little guys here, and then as you go, you can go along these tech trees and go through the tiers, as they call them, and unlock different tanks. Now see, when you get to a point where you're trying to unlock a new tank, you can you can either go this way or this way. Sometimes you have to unlock certain equipment within your tank, so you can't always just jump straight from one tank to the next. See, there's a customization element, so you can add new radios which allow you to relay enemy positions to your buddies who are farther across the map. If you don't have a good radio, you can only relay enemies that you see to allies that are closer to you. You can upgrade your engine to allow you to move quicker and accelerate better in the game. You can upgrade your tracks, which allow you to traverse a little bit faster, and also will allow you to carry a heavier load. So you different turrets and guns and engines are sometimes heavier, and if you have the first set of tracks, you may not be able to carry the weight of those new enhancements. So see here, I have the Panzer IV, and in order to get to these two VK units, I first have to buy this gun. So I had to go, I think we started with this one, and then I had to buy this guy, which is the one I have now, and I'll have to buy this, and I can continue and get these guys if I want, or I can unlock this guy and go after this. So see, the way it works is if you click on this guy, if you click on it, you can spend your research points and see, let's see if it says anywhere. No, that's just converted experience. So I have under this tank, and it has it for each tank, I have 1,279 experience assigned to this tank. So I have enough to buy that radio. And if I buy it, I don't want to buy it now because I'm trying to save up. I can then buy it with credits. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and show you guys. So see, I'm going to buy this unit with my experience. So I unlocked it with research points, and now I can buy it with in-game credits. Okay, so that's how that works. Now, gold, again, is different from credits. Okay, gold is only accrued by using your credit card or a World of Tanks card to buy gold, and that allows you to purchase these premium tanks. So these tanks tend to be a little bit, they're what they call elites, okay, and they are elite for their tier, and they tend to have slightly better values and be a little bit more resilient or powerful than the non-premium counterparts. It isn't a huge difference. For example, if I go to the tech tree and show one of my American premiums, sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied. The Super Pershing, it's a very good tank. It's got adequate armor. It's got spaced armor. So if you look here, you can see that there are these spaces in between. So there's different layers. And as a round penetrates, if it penetrates around, it tends to mushroom a bit. And if it mushrooms, it loses some of that inertia. So as it hits these layers, it keeps losing inertia and has chances to fragment and then not penetrate the next layer. So that is the advantage of this tank, is that it has spaced armor on the front and also on the turret up here. Apparently they just took, in real life for this tank, they took some Panzer IV turrets that they found, and they just took it off and welded it to Super Pershing tanks. And so it's got some spaced armor on the turret, so from the front it is a very formidable opponent. It's very hard to penetrate this front armor, but if you get to the back or the sides, it's not that bad. And the gun's alright, it's not really that great. You'll have a hard time penetrating some of the heavier tanks, but if you're going for a light or a medium or a tank destroyer or an artillery piece, you're pretty fine with this 90 mil. So see, they have different advantages. You can upgrade your crew, usually, unless you pay credits, about 20,000 per crewman. Unless you pay that, you start at 50%, and they level up. As you get wins and kills and things such as that, and you can also get them skills. So see, if we go to the personnel file, he has this. This is my my loader, and he has a perk called Safe Stowage, which increases the ammo rack durability. So you can get ammo racked. If a round penetrates your tank and gets to the ammo rack, it can possibly set it all off and make it explode and destroy your tank. So perks like that. I'm blabbing a lot now, but again, this is for those of you who have not played this game and have not enjoyed it before. So I think I've pretty much gone over everything, and as I was going to say, as you get higher and higher, you start off, sorry, keep exiting out of the tech tree. So you start off and see the research points aren't that much for these lower tier tanks, like 3,000, unlock them, and probably like maybe 10 or 20,000 credits, which I have plenty of to unlock it. But as you get to the higher tiers, around tier 5 and above, it gets to be 8, 10,000, 20,000, 40,000 research, and then, you know, 500,000 credits to purchase it after unlocking it. So it gets pretty grindy at this point. So we're gonna let's see, how much time do we have. We're gonna go ahead and do one more battle for you guys in the AT-15, and then we will call it a day for World of Tanks. And as I was talking about, there are different tiers. So as you can see up here, this is the enemy side and this is my side. You have the little numbers here, and those are your tiers. So the tiers kind of represent a tank's status, how good, quote unquote, it is. It kind of means that tanks within the same tier should be able to hang with each other. But the thing is, they don't just tier you against tanks in your tier. They have a range of tiers. So see, there are some tier 4s going against some tier 8s, and that's actually pretty unfair. So that little leopard's job is mainly going to be just spotting people for us, because he's not going to really have enough juice in the gun to really penetrate any of those tier 8s, or really even tier 6s and above. He may be able to penetrate a 5, but as a light, his gun is not huge. He relies more on speed and getting points through spotting enemy tanks, and maybe flanking around and grabbing some artillery kills, excuse me. So on this map, there are a couple ways you can go. You can go around that side through the city. You can go there through, I just kind of call it the ravine or the ocean side. And then there's the hill. There's always a big battle at the hill, because whoever gets the hill can fire down upon the enemy. And as many people probably know, elevation is a great advantage. So a lot of people fight pretty hard over the hill on this particular map. So we're gonna go ahead and climb up here and see if we can get some good smacks in and help our team out. And this is a game I try to play to really help the team, and I try to read what people are saying and pay attention to where they're indicating on the map, and try as best as I can to. We're getting a little bit of a lag here, a little bit of slowdown, which is not good. There we go. We seem to be okay now. But I try to listen to what my teammates are saying and try to help them out as much as I can. Missed him.
Enemy is hit.
We're gonna load some HE rounds. So you have different types of rounds as well. You can buy high explosive, armor penetrating, which tend to penetrate more, obviously, as the name would indicate, or high explosive rounds, so when they do penetrate, they do considerably more damage. And I have HE rounds equipped at the moment, and they also tend to do damage to the crew. So even if it doesn't penetrate, it kind of knocks the crew around a little bit. They're very detailed in this game. And it also has a greater chance to damage components, so see, we got a track there. So we're going to try to go for the cupola, then we can damage the crew. But we're going to go back to loading armor penetrating rounds, because against this Tiger, we're not really penetrating much with the HE. But see, we got a bounce there. You saw the indicator pop up that we got shot at, but it wasn't red. So when it's grayed out, see, there it was red. That means they penetrated me and did damage. But if it's just a grayed out marker, that means that they see, like that one. That means that the round bounced and didn't penetrate my wonderful armor. And if we move a little bit, it makes it a little bit harder for them to aim for our little gun ports and such. Oh, he's at 1%, and we didn't grab him. Someone else is probably gonna grab him. And again, we didn't get him. Jeez. Man, what's it gonna take to grab this guy?
We didn't even scratch him.
Okay, I'm gonna ram him. This is, no, that's it. Oh, but I'm not paying attention. They're all at our enemy base. This isn't good, but I'm too slow to really be able to turn around quick enough, unfortunately. See, this is a round where I made a silly mistake, and I was touting, oh yeah, I like to try to pay attention to my team and make sure that I'm listening and doing what needs to be done. But obviously here that didn't happen, because they got to our base and they captured. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is World of Tanks, and again, I'm sorry for kind of blabbing a little bit. This was more of an episode for people who haven't played the game before, and I really, really highly suggest it. Again, it's a free-to-play game. Free to play. There's almost no reason you shouldn't play it. If you have any interest in tanks, or just are looking for a new game to play and a new style of gameplay, I highly, highly recommend that you give this a try. But again, guys, this is the Garrett. And I hope you guys have a good one.